Welcome to the Firewalla 1.68 app release. Thanks for choosing Firewalla. Introducing a new design layout for the Firewalla app. On your Firewalla's main screen, you'll now find that the Devices and Alarms buttons have been moved to a new navigation bar at the bottom. Tap on each button to quickly navigate. Along with the new navigation bar, we've also remodeled the Rules icon and added it to the feature buttons on the home screen. We've also added new custom avatars for each user. Select an image from your photo library as an avatar for each user to make it easier to distinguish between them at a glance. User avatars are always encrypted and stored locally to your Firewalla. In App 1.66, we introduced Device Active Protect, or DAP, which automatically blocks everything and allows only what's needed on certain smart devices. In this release, we now support modes for DAP. Strict mode allows your devices to enter the active phase, which is much more restrictive than the default mode. If you have the Firewalla AP7, DAP may also automatically apply device isolation for eligible devices, which will block local LAN traffic. Lastly, we now support a new Restart Learning option for any eligible devices in the optimizing or active phase. This will remove all allowed or blocked targets and send the device back to the learning phase, where no blocks are applied. Up next, you can now create a time limit rule on a group of apps. Instead of a separate time limit for each app, select multiple apps in a single rule. Any activity time on a specified app will be combined and count toward the total time of the time limit rule. In this release, we now support Internet activity tracking and time limits. Please note that Internet time tracking is estimated and may vary slightly due to background traffic. On any Firewalla user, you'll now be able to track total time spent on the Internet using the Activities tab. You'll also be able to create a time limit rule and select Internet as the target. Remember, depending on the device and usage pattern, the actual usage may vary. In App 1.66, we introduced Disturb, a new way to gently disrupt user activity by simulating a bad network. In this release, we now support Disturb after a time limit rule has been reached. On a time limit rule matching Internet or single apps that support Disturb, use the New Advanced section to choose whether to block or disturb traffic after the limit. We also support more disturb targets. On a disturb rule, you'll now be able to select a target list, IP address, or domain. Note that some target lists can only be used in blocking rules and cannot be used with disturb. Lastly, we now support disturb via control buttons. Control buttons are quick ways to block or unblock targets directly from a main screen shortcut or detail page. Simply tap the control button and select the Disturb tab. Note that the Disturb tab is only available when tapping on targets or apps that support Disturb. To help make your rule management more seamless, we've made several enhancements to rules. On any rule, you can now set custom rule names to quickly identify them. These names will display in rule shortcuts or in the rules list. We've also enhanced rules to display the last hit time directly from the rules list. This helps make it easier to find which rules are the least or most active. Lastly, we've made it easier to troubleshoot your flows. On any flow detail page, you'll now see a rule-matched or feature-matched section if a rule or feature is directly related to the flow. Tap on the rule to jump directly to its rule detail or feature page. We've also enhanced device management for better visibility. At the top of your Devices page, you'll now see a device summary, which includes the total number of local, online, and offline devices. If you have the Firewalla AP7 or Orange, you'll also see how many devices are connected via Wi-Fi. Lastly, we've added a new Notes section on each device detail page, so you can keep track of information specific to each device. To learn more about the other enhancements in this release, check out the full release notes. If you have any feedback or ideas you'd like to let us know about, feel free to send us an email. Happy networking!